The more we lead a life of our I will always be frustrated. Because people don't exist in this world to just fulfill your expectations.
Once you learn how to control the mind, you're really not controlling the mind, you're controlling awareness and where awareness goes in the mind.
Ultimate source of happy life is our inner value.
Want to be happy? Build a life, not a business.
Living that believe in life. Out here living that believe in life. Every day we living that believe in life. Hustle like we living that believe in life. Living life, yeah, so we grinding it out. Every single day we be grinding it out. Hustle like we living that believe in life, oh. That believe in life, oh.
So today, let's live your best believe life and learn how to 10x your life with these monk secrets. Secret number 1, don't lead the life of I with Gaur Gopal Das.
What is the most selfish one-lettered word? I, isn't it? Everything revolves around I. iPhone, iPad, iPod, and the man says, I paid. What do you do? Everything revolves around the I. And what does I stand for? I stands for expectations. I should be treated like this. I should be loved like this. I should be dealt with like this. I should be respected like this. I should be given these many marks. I should not be given this. You're all leading a life of super high expectations. Everything revolves around my opinions, my desires, my likes, my dislikes. I love this, I want this, I don't want this. I. You think life will be a very happy life when it revolves around I? From our childhood we have grown up like this. We've only learned to take, and everyone has to fulfill my expectations. Everything has to be up to my expectations. Therefore, when people come to God, people come to a temple also, they're only asking, give me what I want. No one comes to say, I love you, I want to give you. When the President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, came up to his stage for his first presidential speech, his voice rumbled into the public address system when he said, ask not what the country can do for you. Ask what you can do for the country. And so we are saying, ask not what God can do for you. Ask what you can do for God. But no one asks that. Because the I is so big, my expectations, my desires, my things are so powerful that even when I come to a temple and ring a bell, all I'm doing is asking. The more we lead a life of our I will always be frustrated. Because people don't exist in this world to just fulfill your expectations. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, the most selfish one-lettered word is I, which stands for expectations, and therefore avoid this word. How do you avoid this word? Be realistic in your expectations. अपेक्षाएं करने में कोई problem नहीं है, but understand that not everyone will fulfill your expectation. And secondly, avoid this word I by trying to serve others. You know why? Because when you want to be served, you're dependent on people. They may not serve you. When you want to serve, who can stop you? When you want respect, people may not respect you. But when you want to give respect, who can stop you? When you want to be loved, you may not be loved. But when you want to give love, who can stop you? When you want in charity, people may not give you in charity. But when you want to give charity, who can stop you? And therefore, learn to begin your journey from I to you. The more you want for yourself, you'll remain frustrated. The more you want to give, you will remain happy.
Secret number 2, control your awareness with Dandapani.
I think understanding the mind is one of the most important things anybody could do. I always tell people that's the one thing that we don't have a manual for. Everything else in life, we get a manual, right?
Yeah.
Your clothing has manual, there's a tag in the back that tells you how to wash it.
Yeah.
Food, blenders come with manuals, cameras, but the mind doesn't. And From a monk experiential learning, the simplest way to understand the mind is to understand the difference between awareness and the mind. So imagine your mind as a map with different areas. There's some areas of your mind that's angry, happy, sad, jealousy, art, science, food, sex, sports. And awareness is a glowing ball of light that floats around in your mind. And wherever it goes in your mind, it lights up that area. When it lights up that area, you become conscious of it. So your awareness, this glowing ball of light, is always being pulled from one area of the mind to another by people and things around you. Your Twitter notification goes off, your awareness goes to the Twitter area of the mind, and then you see a Facebook notification goes off, awareness goes over there, and then the phone rings, then awareness goes over here. So all day people allow people and things around them to pull their awareness from one thing to another. Once you learn how to control the mind, you're really not controlling the mind, you're controlling awareness and where awareness goes in the mind. Now you can keep awareness on one thing at a time and remain concentrated.
So now how can we get control of that awareness, or how can we practice to get better at controlling our awareness?
The best way to do this is to integrate the practice into your everyday life. So I feel that if you're practicing just, for example, meditation in the morning for 15 minutes or half an hour, it's completely useless if the remaining 23 and a half hours of the day you're doing something that's counterproductive.
Yeah.
So I believe the best way to make progress, the most efficient way to make progress, is to actually integrate the practice into everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
So for example, every time you speak with your lovely spouse, give her your undivided attention. So keep your awareness on your spouse. As your awareness drifts away, bring your awareness back to your spouse. It drifts away again, bring it back to your spouse.
Yeah.
So with everything you do, keep your awareness on it. Do one thing at a time. And the more you practice this, the better you get at it.
Also, if you want to learn how to have more confidence, check out my 254 series. They're free. The links are in the description below.
It's easy to make a buck, very hard to make a difference. It's quite amazing how we work ourselves up so much with increasing the standard of living that we forget to increase the standard of our life. And whenever you're updating to a higher version of yourself, you have to be able to give the best of yourself to it.
Secret number 3, tap into the way of the universe with Jay Shetty.
I was looking at life and going, what do I want my life to be about? And I saw successful people who were depressed, I saw rich people who were sad, and I saw famous people who in the end had to find a new way of getting happy. And just this week as we're talking, we saw what happened to Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, and rest in peace to both of them, and blessings and our best wishes and prayers for both of them.
Yeah, and the
millions of other people in the world that we don't know about, like, and the people that we don't talk about and we don't see because they're not famous and well known. At 18, I was awakened to the belief and understanding that if I did not focus on my consciousness, there was no such thing as happiness and meaning. If I didn't go inward, there was no chance of longevity in any form, because I saw all of this around me.
Right.
So what I saw in the monks that was different is that they almost had tapped in to the way of the universe. And I'll explain what I mean by that. What I mean is that if you observe the universe carefully, every element in the universe is constantly serving, constantly. The water provides us with energy. The trees provide us with nutrition. The oxygen is just fueling our bodies.
Yeah.
And it's taking nothing from us.
Yeah.
You look at the tree, when you take shade of a tree, the tree doesn't say that will be $2.
Yeah.
Right? The tree.
I think about this all the time with air. I really do.
Yeah.
But it's so many things.
And now we're bottling up air and selling it, right? There's oxygen bars. But the point being that there is every element. The sun is giving light.
Yeah.
And is growing our plants and vegetables. The rain is growing our plants and vegetables. Every element in the universe is serving. And what I learned as a monk, and you speak about this, and we just experienced it so deeply when we were there, is that the only way to be aligned with the universe is to serve. Because then you're acting in alignment. Because the universe is serving. So when you're serving, you are now in the universe. You're now with the universe. The universe is your ally. Whereas as long as you're trying to serve yourself and be greedy, you're now working against the universe. So when people talk about like the universe has your back, or you should work with the universe or be aligned with the universe, that's what it means. Universe isn't about, oh universe, I want a big car, like give it to me. That's not being aligned with the universe.
Right.
Being aligned with the universe is choosing service as your focus.
Secret number 4, pay attention to your inner values with the Dalai Lama.
Ultimate source of happy life is our inner value. So therefore, irrespective of whether believer or non-believer, whether believe religion or not, we should pay more attention about our inner value. Now scientists, according to latest scientific findings, it now sort of clear that even good health or healthy body, the healthy mind is very essential. More peaceful mind brings healthy body, because mind calm, peaceful, then our healthy, our body sort of element also, you see, then remain more balanced. So that brings healthy body. And too much stress, too much worry, disturb our body element. That creates certain sort of problems about this body. So therefore, calm mind is very essential.
And secret number 5, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is be open to the mystery of life with Thich Nhat Hanh.
When people look at the cosmos, look at the planets, and look at life in different forms, they ask the question, what is the meaning? So everyone is trying to find a meaning of life. The meaning of life is not something objective that we find, but that is our way to look and to find a meaning. If I believe that if you have an idea about the meaning of life, you might be caught in that idea. So you should allow yourself to be open in order to continue to get in touch with the wonders of life, and you will discover more. And if you have already an idea about the meaning of life, that may be a kind of obstacle for you to go more deeply. That it is possible for you to be fully present in order to be in touch with all wonders of life, and that has a capacity to nourish you, to heal you, and by doing so you might deepen your understanding of the mystery of life. But if you live in such a way that brings so much craving and anger and despair, you will lose yourself and you miss the chance in order to be in the here and the now, in order to be in touch with the wonders of life.
Now I've got a special bonus clip with Dandapani on how to be focused that I think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Time to go from just watching a video to taking action. Here we go. Question number 1, how will you stop leading the life of I? Question number 2, how will you control your awareness and your thoughts this week? And question number 3, what does tapping into the universe look like for you?
My goal was to have my own business, to be an entrepreneur and make my own money. And
had you been thinking about it while you were in the monastery for all those years?
The last, not all those years, the last couple of years, deciding whether I wanted to leave was probably I wouldn't say probably, was the hardest decision I've ever made in my life, was to leave the monastery.
Yeah.
So the next question would be, what would I do?
You could have ran a web business from the monastery.
Could have. We had the largest website in the state of Hawaii.
Really?
Monks programmed in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and we were trained how to edit movies in Final Cut Pro, design in InDesign, Photoshop. We knew it inside out.
Wow.
Yeah, I learned coding in the monastery.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know. I literally thought you were preparing for meditation 23 hours a day. I didn't know you were doing anything.
But we took those concentration skills into everything that we did. So when we were programming, we focused on programming. You know, when we were building a building, or we were pouring cement on the sidewalk, or sweeping something, or cooking, we focused. Right. So in everything that we did throughout the day, we practiced all the tools that we learned. So when we sat to meditate, we'd been practicing for 23 hours.
All day. Yeah.
All day, yeah.
If you want to learn the 5 morning routines that are critical for success, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
Person that doesn't use the snooze alarm.
So there's a rule, there's 30 minutes I cannot touch my telephone when I wake up. That's the hardest thing to do.